Hey everyone, this is What If God here, back at again with a new What If. This is What If Deku was Momo's father. Now, here's the deal. Shout out to the dude who created this, I'm gonna butcher it, Hazard Brusky. Yeah, Hazard Brusky. I'm sorry. But anyway, shout out to that person right there for giving me an idea for the story. We're going to start off with Izuku Midoriya, obviously, being born by Inko and Hisashi. Obviously, this is before Momo and them were born, but yeah. Well, he wasn't the only one born. Izumi was born too. Izumi is Izuku's sister, who is older, but yeah. She's older than him by like 3 years. So she was 3 when Izuku was born. Now, she has a telekinesis quirk because of Inko. Alright. And Hisashi has the creation quirk, which Izuku has. Now, because you can't really combine those two, but still. Now, how Izuku's creation quirk will go with is he has to absorb material. Wood, metal, silver, gold, diamond, fucking silk, any material he has to absorb. Obviously, you have to know what it's made. You always have to know what it's made out of. You know, if it's a rubber bullet, you have to get the rubber. You have to make sure you know the material that you make to use as rubber. He can do a lot of shit. He's gonna be able to do a lot of other things with it too. But Fisher, he's just gonna know the basics. Okay. Now, Inko has a telekinesis quirk. Obviously, it's kind of weak. She didn't really want to be a hero, but she did it. She does it. She wants to go so that her little brother will be safe, just in case. Now, she thinks her little brother wants to be a hero due to the fact that, yeah. But no. Surprisingly, Izuku wants to join the Black Ops. Now, why he wants to join the Black Ops, that is, he didn't really see his quirk as hero-like. You know, he can create a lot of things. He didn't see it as hero work. He saw it as military work or secret missions. Or, he saw it like that. Now, the reason why he wants to be in the Black Ops is because his father was ex-Black Ops. Okay? His father was a well-known person in the Black Ops. He was a leader of, like, a squadron that was the best of the best. I mean, it was the best of there were the top 3 best squads in history of the Black Ops. Yep, you heard me right. Now, because of that, Hisashi trains both Inko and, Midoriya, both Inko and Izuku, just because he wants to make sure they're skilled. Now, he trains Izuku more because Izuku really wants to be a Black Ops, being a Black Ops. So, over the years, of training, Inko is skilled in combat, and her quirk is a lot stronger in this one because she trained with it. So, she can pick up, like, half of a car. Really good improvement, actually. Izuku, got his quirk evaluated when he was 5. So when his father found out he had the same quirk as him, he immediately trained him on how to use, not immediately, but like when he turns a certain age, he'll train him how to use firearms, how to create bombs, how to create, fucking C4s, grenades, flashbangs, fucking stun grenade, smoke grenade, what else? And other shit. He'll learn how to use that, how to create those stuff, and the stuff that you need to create it with. Now, Inko is going down the hero route. Izuku will go down the hero route as well, but he's doing the Black Ops first. Now it's time to skip to when I'm gonna say you can join the Black Ops when he's 15. So Izuku's 15. He trained all his life Inko did. So she's in UA. She's doing her thing. We're not gonna cover her because yeah, she passes. All right. Now Izuku. By the way, this is what Hisashi looks like. Inko looks like Inko, but just imagine just black hair, straight black hair. A little cuter. But this is what Hisashi looks like. As you know, Hisashi's like, son. As he's like, Izuku's like, yeah, dad, what is it? And he's like, here, I assign you to the Black Ops, and here's the result. As Izuku's like, really? And he's like, yeah, here. As he's reading, he's like, blah, 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 blah. We want you to come in for training, for trial runs. As Hisashi's like, mm-hmm. So, you ready? As Izuku's like, am I? I've been training for my whole life for this, Dad. Let's go. As he's like, alright then. Let's go. So he's going to the Anbu, not Anbu, fuck. I'm just gonna call it the Anbu because like Black Ops is basically Anbu is basically the Black Ops, and I like the word Anbu better. So he goes to the Anbu, you know, to do trial runs. It's a trial run for the Anbus. Deku passes with flying colors because he's smart. He's smarter. He's more skilled, and yeah, he knows what he's doing. The trial consists of fighting robots for the first round, disabling bombs, saving hostages, protecting hostages. I mean, not protecting, but protecting, being bodyguards, stealth wise and shit like that. He passes all of that because Hisashi trained him in that. Nah, that's happening. Uh, this is what Lisa Gyros look like. Lisa, Momo's mother. So, how he meets her is simple. So, the people are like, all right, well, Izuku will send you the results in 2 weeks. See, so you can have 2 weeks to rest or 2 weeks to train or what the fuck you want to do. Izuku's like, thank you, sir. So you're like, yeah, go. Now, Izuku is always not going to hesitate to kill because in the Anbu / Black Ops, you have to kill. So Hisashi trained him on how to be ruthless and merciful. Obviously, it's gonna stop because hero work, you can't fucking murder nobody. But yeah, but he's really not gonna hesitate. If he's not gonna hesitate. And yeah. So now the reason why he can't kill villains when he's a hero is because the Anbu, they're secret, the secrecy. Now they have trials for the. Wait, that doesn't make sense. If they had trials, then how is it secret? A secret organization or a secret group? I'm not gonna say there was trials. I'm just gonna say there's new members, and Izuku happened to be one of them. And they had like trials for the new members. So they give the result to Hisashi, and he'll give them to Izuku. Bam. So within these 2 weeks, Izuku didn't want to train because he feel like he needs all the rest. He needs all the all he needs. He needs to be prepared. He doesn't need to strain his body more than he already did to the point where he doesn't want to go. So these 2 weeks, right? One day he's walking to the store, getting something to drink. Now Izuku looks like this exactly, obviously. The red eyes. Maybe I can make the eyes do something. I'll think about it later. But sorry. But yeah. Now Izuku has a 8-pack. He's nice and built. He's lean. Because he wants to be faster. His strike. He wants his punches to do more. He wants to be faster so he can make more damages to the muscles or whatever. He's walking one day. As he accidentally bumps into a girl. She's from the Yaruzu family. And she's from the Yaruzu family, in a rich family. But yeah, accidentally bumped into her as one of her bodyguards, or one of her bodyguards was like, "Hey, say excuse me. You know who you bump into?" As he was like, "No, I do not." As he, was like, he said excuse me, but he was like, "No, I don't know who I bump into, and nor do I give a fuck." Cause he has that mentality like, look here, bro. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He really doesn't care. Like, he doesn't give a fuck who you are, what you, he doesn't give a fuck, honestly. So, as of one of her bodyguards was like, that was Lisa Yarosa you bumped into. Her family is a well-known technology family. I mean, as in the technology, you know, for Hero Works. She's like, it's okay, Brian. He didn't mean it. Yeah. Sorry about that. He's just a little too overprotective for me. Hi, I'm Lisa Yaruzu. Sorry. And you are? As Izuku's like, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Um, it's no problem. He is a bodyguard. He's just doing his job. So, yeah, I respect that. As no, the bodyguard Brian, he's like, oh, thank you. Bodyguards don't really get a lot of respect. As Izuku's like, that's dumb. They should get all the respect they can. They are the ones who protect us, or who protect, the celebrities or the famous people. As Brian's like, yeah, I like him. He's nice. As yeah, that happens. So he's like, anyways, sorry for bumping into you and causing some wreckage for you. I'll be going on. As she's like, yeah, no problem. Have a good day. Have a good day, sir. As he's like, yeah, you do. Uh, you know, as she walked, after they leave, Lisa's like, hey, Brian. And he's like, yes, Miss Rose. And she's like, don't you think he was cute? And Brian's like, well, he's decent looking, yes. And she's like, anyways, let's go home. I'm tired for today. She goes home. She would think about Ezekiel all day. And so Ezekiel's like, she seems pretty cute, but I can't. I have to stay focused. These 2 weeks are gonna be after these 2 weeks, it'll be nothing but hell. That's if I get in. Actually, I know I got in. My father was ex Ombu, but that doesn't mean anything for these guys. Now, his father was like I said, was a leader of the Ombu squad, ranked as top 3 best Ombu squad in history. Now, so that happens, right? As of you do have Deku going to the store, buying some groceries, whatnot. As of he's leaving the store, as of one day he heard a scream. And she's like, what was that? So he goes to her screaming. He sees Lisa Yarosa getting kidnapped. Her bodyguards are fighting, other people, so they kill and really protect her. Which, and Izuku was like, oh, that's not good. So, Izuku, he's like, damn it, they're too outnumbered. They won't be able to save her, or even catch up to her that fat. Alright, time to put my Ombu skill to the test. So, he drops his bags as he's like, alright then. So he's like, come on, where's the, okay, oh, the pole. So he grabs the metal, he absorbs the metal pole, and he's like, alright, what can I do with this? So he's running, and he's like, damn it, what can I make out of this? What can I make out of this? As he found some materials that make shoes, so he's like, oh, there we go. So he grabs that, absorbs it, and he's like, alright, just need another material, and, is that a fireworks store? Damn it, no. Okay, I got it. So he goes, he creates some rocket boots because he absorbs shit from the fireworks store. So he creates he creates rocket boots that are powered by fireworks, but like they're pretty, they work, they're fast by the way. So he creates them, and he's like, fireworks boots. fireworks sticks or something like that. Anyways, gotta catch up. So he's doing all he can to catch up. And when he finally caught up, he absorbed the trunk of the car. Lisa was in it, but he absorbed it. As he's like, all right then. Oh, look at that rubber. So he absorbs the rubber. He's like, absorbs it. He's like, all right then. As he's like, he creates a gun. Hasashi trained him how to use firearms, knives, hand-to-hand combat. He's good at hand-to-hand combat. He was trained that for his whole life, but he has a good pain tolerance. He has, yeah. So as he jumps up in there, as he is now in front of the car due to the fireworks, skates, as he shoots one of them in the head, knocking him out, shooting the other one in his chest, making him fucking swirl as they crash into the car, but Lisa was okay. So yeah, Izuku got out of the car. He's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for saving me." And he's like, "No problem." Hey, aren't you Lisa? I just met you like not too long ago. And she's like, "Yeah, your name is Izuku, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "How funny. Kidding on the same day we met. Ain't that ironic?" And Izuku's like, I wouldn't say ironic, but I would say that it's like faith, you know? And she's like, what do you mean? And she's like, look at you. You're cute. And yeah. And she blushed. She's like, thank you. And he's like, no problem. Anyways, I'll wait here for your bodyguard so that they can get here. And she's like, oh, where are they? And she's like, they're fighting, these people thugs. So, yeah. Please come to the sack. And she's like, oh, I will. So, yeah. As of, they was waiting for him. They got to talking. They realized they had the same quirks. Obviously she has a creation quirk. I wouldn't say she has like a weak creation quirk, because I'm not really sure how strong it is, or even if she has one. But she has one, and she hasn't used her body fat, obviously. So yeah. Now, they talk about how what they can create and shit. Izuku told her that he can create this and that. Bodyguards come, they're like, Lady Yarozu, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine, Brian. Thank you for... She's like, I'm fine, Brian. Thanks to Izuku Midoriya for saving me. As Brian's like, thank you, sir. We couldn't catch up to her due to the fact we was fighting these other guys. And Izuku's like, I know, I saw. So, yeah, no problem. As that happens, right? So Lisa's like, oh, yeah, you want to come over for dinner? I mean, it's the least I can say for thank you. Izuku's like, As his stomach growls, he's like, that will be nice, actually. So, he's like, great. Brian, Brian, can you order us, a cab or a limo? As Brian's like, yes, ma'am. As they order the limo, they get in there, drive to her house. Her parents are home due to the fact that they're business owners, and yeah. So he's like, where are your parents? And she's like, they're not here. They're, at the company working on it. Some stuff. As he's like, oh, well, who's gonna cook for us? As their maid made dinner. They ate. He's like, thank you, Lisa, for the $5 million for dinner. Hey, I was wondering. And she's like, yeah, what is it? And he's like, how about we go out sometime? She blushed. She was like, go out? Like on a date? And she's like, yeah, why not? I mean, we technically had a date already. And she's like, she blushed even worse. She's like, date? We was on a date? And she's like, yeah. Yeah, we was. How about I take you out? And she's like, yeah, sure. And she was like, alright, what's your phone number? So she gave him her phone number, and he's like, okay, so here's mine. As up, they exchange phone number. She's like, wait, do you need a driver? Do you need me to You need a job to drop you off? As Izuku's like, no, no, thank you. I'm pretty good. So as of that happens, right? Now, he goes home. As of Inko was like, where have you been? As Izuku's like, I was over at a friend's house, eating dinner. As Hisashi is like, who was this person you was dating? As he's like, dating? What do you mean? As he's like, don't play smart with me, boy. Who was this? I know it was a girl. As Izuku's like, it's not like that, Dad. As Hisashi's like, oh really? It's not like that, huh? And Izuku's like, yeah, I promise. As Hisashi's like, good. You shouldn't find for love. You shouldn't, get a girl now. You shouldn't go into Ambu. And that life is a long life. You won't probably leave unless you're fairly into retirement. Or you're, you quit. But they won't let you quit that easily. So, I advise you to not try to fall in love with her yet until you know she's the one. For you are going to be in the Ambu. Remember? Izuku's like, yes, sir. I remember. Good. Anyways, your sister should be home. So, how about we wait for her? Wait, did I think I named his sister Inko or Izumi. Damn, I forgot. And we're literally only 21 minutes in. But anyways, so Izuku's like, alright. So they wait, Inko comes home. I think I named her Inko. But, Sasha's like, there go my princess. And she's like, hey, daddy. And, she's like, oh, hey, little brother. How are you doing? And he's like, hey, big sis. I'm doing perfectly fine. As, they sit down for dinner. As Izuku's like, I'm pretty full, Dad. I don't think I want anything to eat. As he's like, why is that, Izuku? As he's like, I already told you, remember? And he's like, I didn't quite hear what you said, but can you please say it a little bit louder? As in his head, he's like, damn bastard, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? As Hisashi's like, yeah, I'm doing this on purpose, Izuku. I want your sister to, get in on this action. So she's like, so where did you eat? She's like, well, I at a friend's house. Inko's like, oh really? Well, who's your friend? I never knew you really have friends. She's like, I have friends. And she's like, little bro, you literally don't fuck with nobody. I see how you be acting around other people. As he's like, guilty. Don't really like people that much. As such, like, well, you got like that, you won't even be on a squad. You be by yourself. As he's like, good. I don't want to be on a squad with nobody. As such, like, oh, you won't know how effective the squad can really be. But unless you find out on yourself. So, and so that happens, right? Now, he said that, well, she invited, as, Inko's like, she? So it's a girl. So you have a girlfriend, huh? And Izuku's like, I don't have a girlfriend. She's not my girl. She's just a stranger that I met and who I save. As Hisashi's like, so what's this stranger's name? As he's like, I think her name was Lisa Yarirozu. As like, Lisa Yarirozu? As he's like, yeah, is that a problem? As Hisashi's like, nah, not really. Inko's like, not really? That, or, I think, I say Izumi, so I'm gonna say fuck it. So, yeah, I said her name was Izumi. So, Izumi's like, Dad, you don't know who Yara Roses are? And he's like, I know who they are. They're not no big deal to me, though. And she's like, come on. They're literally like, they're one of the richest people, the richest business owners who makes great hero tech. And Izuku's like, wow, never really knew that. And she's like, you too? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, what am I going to do with you two? As Izuku's like, I don't know. So, after they eat dinner, and they went to bed. Next day, Izumi goes to, UA. as normal, Izuku obviously doesn't go UA. He doesn't even go to school, so yeah, he's a lot smarter than his normal classes. So one day he's just walking in the morning, doing his normal, jog, as he sees Lisa going to a school. So Izuku's like, huh? So she goes to school? I thought she's more of an online school student. So he goes, you know, and hit that. Oh hey Lisa, and she turns around and saying, oh Izuku, hey, what are you doing here? As he's like, I'm just out here from a morning jog. What are you doing? She's like, I'm going to school. And Izuku's like, well, you go to school here? And she's like, yeah. Is there a problem? And he's like, nah, that's not bad. It's like a fucking private school, obviously. It's a rich, fancy ass private school. So he's like, wonder if I could. And she's like, what's the matter, Izuku? And she's like, nothing. I wait for you outside the school gate because I want to ask you something. And she's like, okay. So, it's time to get to the end of school. You know, Izuku is outside waiting. Now, Izuku looks like this now. He's just leaning on the wall. Waiting. And waiting. So, school got out. Lisa's talked to her friends, as they walk out. As Izuku's just on the wall leaning, as the girls, Lisa's friends are like, oh my god, he's so hot. He's so cute. Who is he? As, they're like, I don't know. Hey, Lisa, check him out. As Lisa's like, oh, Izuku. And it's like, wait, you know his name? And she's like, kind of. I mean, he did ask me out on a date yesterday. And they're like, oh, you got asked on a date by him? And she's like, yeah, is there a problem? And her friends goes like, no, that's actually pretty good, Lisa. I wish I was like you. And Lisa's like, and she's like, see if he has a friend. And she's like, yeah, okay. So she walks up to Izuku. As she's like, so what are you doing here, Izuku? And she's like, I told you I was gonna wait for you. And she's like, thanks. So, Izuku's like, about our date. And she's like, what about it? I'm gonna be picking you up tonight. Is that fine? And she's like, no, that's okay. I'm free tonight. It's a Friday. So he's like, perfect. I'll come get you up. I'll come pick you. That's all I wanted to say. And that you look pretty cute. And she's like, thank you. So he leaves. He's like, anyways, I gotta get going. And she's like, alright. Let's, time to get to the date. So, that's what that happens, right? Now, Lisa's going to business school, but she wants to be a hero, but she can't due to her parents. And yeah, her parents are assholes. Now, that is right. So, let's cut to the date. So, they go out on the date, have a little time in their life, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into on the date, but I'm just going to let you know because, yeah, they just had a good time. He took her back home. At the time he said he was going to take her home. That's it. And so, yeah, he go back home. Izuku tells Lisa that he had a good time. How about her? She also saying that she had a good time. Thank you for taking me out. Izuku's like, no problem. So, for next, this time skip for a week, him and Lisa had been going on dates. They started dating. And yeah, he always picks her up after school. Blah, blah. They talk. They hang out. And yeah, she likes Izuku a lot. She found out that his personality is not that bad and that he is a generally nice person. He's little, well, yeah. But all in all, he's nice. So, with that out of the way, let's time skip again to the after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, him and Lisa had been dating, and yeah, they are official. So Izuku finally gets a letter through the door that says, "Congratulations, you have been accepted to the Anbu. You will report to this location, blah 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 blah, within this month, or within 2 months from now, blah blah blah." He has 2 months to be prepared and ready, because he can leave. He can stay for like 1 month, but the location takes a month journey, so he has to leave the second month in order to get there on time. Yeah. Now, after he got this, he told his dad. His dad's like, "See, I knew you can make it." As Izuku's like, "Thanks, Dad." As he's like, "No problem. But you do know you only have 1 month, technically." As Izuku's like, "Yeah, I do." As he's like, "You gotta tell Lisa, man." As Izuku's like, "Yeah, I'll tell her." As I'm gonna say Lisa already met his parents, and yeah, Inko approves, obviously. Not because she's rich, but because she has a nice personality. Izumi approves because she realized that she also has a great personality, and she's a counter to, well, Izuku's personality. Hisashi likes it because, well, because it's something like it. I mean, Hisashi really is like a don't give a fuck person. So yeah. Now, after that happens, Jordan, for the whole month, right? Deku and Lisa have been dating. Um, you know, she goes to the private. Izuku goes to the same school as her, just for plot. So that's school, not last day, but it's the last day for him because he's gonna have to start going to the location. It's the second day of the last. It's a second last day of the month. So the 29th to be exact. So yeah. Now Izuku told Lisa that he will be gone for a long time, and how he's in the military, so he doesn't know when he's gonna come back. So Lisa told Izuku that it's fine and she'll wait for him. Right? And that she'll wait for him. Izuku says, "That's why I love you," and blah blah blah. They kiss, they make out, they have a good time, their fun time. And yeah. So it's the end of the month. Day of the month. So Izuku tells his father goodbye, because he's gonna start his day, his journey his journey earlier. So his father's like, "All right, do you have money?" And Izuku's like, "Yes." "Do you have your cell phone?" And Izuku's like, "Yes." "Do you have blah 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 blah?" And Izuku's like, "Yes, Dad, I have it all." As his dad's like, "Okay, be careful, Izuku. The Anbu is very dangerous, and like I said, you can't show mercy to the enemy or the target." "Do I understand you? I make myself clear." As Izuku's like, "Yes, sir." "Good." As he's like, "You gonna tell your sister goodbye?" As he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about her." So Izumi runs downstairs as Inko's hugging Izuku, crying, saying, "My baby, don't leave." And he doesn't tell him don't leave, but she just tells him to stay safe and come back alive and yada yada. Izuku's like, "Yes, ma'am, of course I will, mother." As Izumi's like, "You're leaving already?" As he's like, "Yeah, big sis, I'll be leaving." I'm gonna say Izumi's 16, Izuku's 15. So Izumi, yeah. And then she's like, okay. Well, how you come back? I want to see my little brother again, and I want to see how strong you got. Yeah. Izuku's like, all right, I'll be saying goodbye to Lisa, if that's okay. As Sasashi's like, of course, she is your girlfriend after all. You don't know how long you'll see her until yeah. And so Izuku's like, yes, sir. So he goes to Lisa. They obviously hang out for a long time. They just talk, cuddle, and watch movies. And she's like, "Do you really have to go, Izuku?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Lisa. I really wish that they gave me longer, but I have to go." And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, "I love you." And she's like, "I love you too. Hey, kiss, blah blah blah." And he's like, "I'll come back early, so please wait for me." And she's like, "Of course." Now, obviously, it happened. Okay, so it's time to get to. Let's start with Ezekiel. So he goes on his journey to the location. Time skip up end of the month. He's there. His location. He's there. Let's cut to Lisa for a minute. So Lisa, she texted Izuku. They talk nonstop every day, all day. As yeah. Now she's worried for Izuku because she knows that the military is a very ruthless place, and how you cannot show emotions there. Not for their military. Not for their military, but yeah, and how you have to kill people and shit. She doesn't want Izuku to kill anybody, but if he go in the military, he has to kill. Now, obviously, yeah, Izuku's gonna kill a lot of people. He's gonna catch bodies after bodies after bodies. This man is literally gonna be like the plunderer. If you understand that reference, you're an anime person. If you don't, yeah, you're fucking weird. So, as of that happened, right? Now, so I'm gonna say for her, we're gonna time skip to 3 years to where she is 18 and Izuku's 18. Izumi's 19, but for Lisa, it's a time skip. But for Izuku, we're gonna go through his time. If that makes sense, because I want to do Lisa real quick. So as Lisa, Yaoyorozu, she was talking to Izuku all day. Their relationship got stronger over days, over years. Because I'm saying, Izuku has a day, some days where he can come home and visit his family every once in a while. So, yeah, it's only on 2 holidays, and yeah, which is Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's the only day holidays he can visit them. But I'll get into that later. Their relationship grew. But fortunately, her parents, they don't know about Izuku. They believe that their daughter is single. Now, that's a problem. For James. James, because don't know James Hitori. Alright? James Hitori. Now James Hitori, alright, his family owns a business or a company that that helps with medicines and shit like that. They're like a medicine company. They're pretty famous as well. Now, no, I would say Lisa's last name is Satori, and James' last name is Yarozu. So, yeah. Now, James Yarozu, it's gonna be Lisa Hitori, husband. Now, her parents arrange a marriage for these two because her parents want some more money so they can help the business more and more and more. Same with, James' parents. They too want more money to help their business grow and grow. So they say, fuck it. Let's just do arranged marriage between the two. I'm gonna say James' quirk is it's a Christian quirk because I don't see nothing else to it. But I'm gonna say his is a little more stronger. He can make a lot more bigger stuff, and he has more fat in him. Fat fluids within his body. so he can produce more, more shit. He mostly prefers to make medicine, so that's why the business is growing a lot better. But still, so yeah, their marriage is due within 3 years. So yeah, 21. They get married when they're 21. All right, just give them chances so that years so they can have a good bond because they also want them to have a good relationship so that way they won't think about divorcing either one of them. Now, obviously, this is it doesn't sit right with Rias. Not Rias, Lisa Hitori. She doesn't like the idea of marrying another man besides Izuku. She wants to marry Izuku and only Izuku. She wants to have kids with Izuku and only Izuku. Now, obviously, as you see in the title, it happens. But I'll get into how it happens. Um, but yeah. Now let's go into the past to where Izuku is 15. That's her little sideline. I'm gonna do this within the next part too. So watch out. I know it's a little confusing, but I want to do it like that. So we cut back 3 years in the past as Izuku is going on his journey as he gets to the location. Now he's at the location, right? So he's at the door, the special location. So like state your name and state the reason why you're here now, and let's check your blah blah blah. So he's like, my name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm the son of Hisashi Midoriya, and I'm here for the application that I received. As let me check. So they check the application. They're like, all right, you're in. Please step this way. Put your fingerprint, your eyes, scan your fingerprint, your eye scanner, your DNA, blah blah blah. So we know that you're in the system, and so that way anybody else try to, fucking get into it, disguise as you, will be immediately, yeah. Because I'm saying they have a special technology that no one else has. For court users that can switch, that can look like somebody. So they have a technology that allows them to know if they're actually them. Because there are people who in their, they're, whatever, that have this couple quirks. So they want to be prepared for anything that can happen like that. So, yeah. As he was like, that's a lot to do. As they're like, yes, but it's for the safety of, the base. Now, please, follow that person right there. That'll show you the way. As he was like, thank you. As they follow, he follows the dude. He gets to the head director of the whole Ombu thing. Obviously, there's not that many people in it because it's a secret place. And it's a secret area, but I'll say around 50 people in that group. So, yeah. And, most of the people don't even do the field work. They pretty much help them, do, the technology thing and shit. And medicine and treatment and cooking and shit. Because Zuko's going to stay there. Not for, yeah. He's going to stay there for most of his life, but, obviously, 2 holidays he gets the breaks and he gets to go back home. So, yeah. So the dude explains everything, the bathrooms, where the kitchen will be, where the train, area is, where the gear up is, all that stuff. He tells them everything. Now, he tells them to the head director, as he's like, the head director is like, so you are Hisashi's boy. Your father was a very good man. He led a group of Anbu members, and he rose to the top as the top 3 best Anbu squad in history. As he was like, yes, of course, sir. I know this already. My father told me the stories a lot, and I want to be just like him, except for I don't want a squad. I want to be by myself. As the dude's like, solo? As the dude's like, yes, sir. I want to be known as one of the best solo Anbu members here. As the head director's like, it's going to be very difficult for some missions. Are you sure you can handle it? And the dude was like, of course I can handle it, sir. I've been trained by my father by himself. I'm pretty sure I can handle these missions. As he's like, sir, the second plot, I'm gonna call him Lord Third because I just want to. So he's like, yes, yes, I can. As of, he's like, Lord Third is like, very well then, I'll let you do some missions by yourself. But unless you prove to me that you're good, how about you fight me in a one-on-one fight? If you can get some hits in, I'll let you be solo. Or even if you, make me use both my hands, you're in. And Izuku's like, are you serious? And he's like, I am serious, very well serious, Izuku. And if you can prove that to me that you can be able to beat people solo, I'll let you be solo. Is that ideal? And Izuku's like, yes, sir. Now, Izuku's not going to be cocky because his father told him, never underestimate your opponent. They may be, even if they're old, young, female, look weak, never underestimate your opponent, no matter what. So Izuku was taking it seriously. Now, Little Third, being the GOAT he is, yeah. So Izuku's like, they're on one end of the training area, the other end. As Little Third's like, are you recording this? He's like, yes, Little Third, we are. So he's like, good. Begin. So Izuku runs towards him. He's like, ah! No, before that, he's like, the rules are simple. We don't want to use your quirk, for that's cheating. And we want to see what you got with skill-wise. No quirks, nothing. Then, we'll use our quirk next round. Do you understand? Izuku's like, yes, sir. So he's like, perfect. Now, let's start. So this start, Izuku runs towards Lord Third as he does like a, spin kick as he dodges it. Lord Third dodges as he just dodges around. He's like, His hands are tied behind his back. Literally, his hands are tied behind his back. As he's dodging as he kicks Izuku on the side. Izuku's like, what the? As he gets sent flying. As he, fucking balance himself out. As he lands, he's like, damn. You're pretty old. You're pretty good for an old man. No disrespect, Lord Third. As he's like, no problem. Izuku, I hope you give me a challenge. It's, even though I'm old, I do need the exercise. And I want to see if you can push me to make me use my hands. And he's like, very well, sir. They continue fighting. Izuku has great mouth stamina. Yeah. As if he's just brawling. As you do have Izuku, hitting, throwing punches, kicking, all that stuff, flipping around Little Third. Little Third literally just have his hands behind his back. He's dodging all the moves. He's hitting this on Izuku, right? But Izuku got smart. So he's like, alright then. Make him use his hands. Aha! I just use my legs and I got it. So he runs up. As Little Third's like, seems like he got something. So he runs up. Little Third expects a punch. So he's like, I'll just dodge it. So he's going to punch, but as soon as he thought he was going to punch, they kick him in the face. Pow! As Little Third, gets sent back, but he's like, good one, Izuku. You passed. As he was like, wait, but I thought I need your... He's like, nah. If I use my hands, he'd have been dead. But you passed. Because you haven't hit me. You hit me. I haven't been hit like that in years. So, you ready? Alright, so you're part Yombo now. He's like, that fast? He's like, it actually took you about 3 hours. You're faster than all the people, but normally, yeah, it'll take him at least 9 to 8, 6 to 9 hours to beat me. So he's hit a hand on me. You went 3, so yeah. He was like, wow, that's pretty good. As a, little third like, anyways, you proved to me that you can handle yourself, but you need more training on, but still, on the ways of the Ambu. I'm pretty sure your father told you that we are merciless. We don't hesitate to kill. And he was like, yes, sir. He told me that. And he's like, good. You'll be going on your first mission. As he was like, wait, already? And the little thread's like, unless you don't think you're ready for your mission. As he was like, no, sir, I am. And he's like, good. He pulls out a picture. He's like, here, we need to kill this boy, this person. As he looks down, he's like, who is he? And he's like, he is a guy called, and yes, I'll take some Naruto people from, I'm taking some Naruto shit, but like, anyways, he calls himself Pain. Yeah, this dude's like, Pain? Not Pain. I don't want Pain to be in here. Datara. He called himself Datara. And he was like, Datara? Wait, Datara? He calls himself that, and he's like, don't know. But your assignment is to kill him. Do I make myself clear? And he was like, yes, sir, but what's his quirk? And he's like, I'm glad you asked. It's a pretty interesting quirk, actually. He can create these creatures out of clay. But they're not just normal clay. They can explode. And Dig's like, whoa, that's pretty powerful if you ask me. And he's like, of course. He joined a special group that we are hunting down currently. But don't worry about that. Right now, we need to kill this. We need to kill him. Your mission will start within 2 weeks. So I advise you to train on to handling projectiles coming towards you. And also, this guy, he's an expert at fighting. So don't underestimate him at all. Kill him by any means necessary. As he was like, yes, sir. As Luther is like, you may be dismissed. So he was like, yes, sir. So he leaves as the dude, he tells him, come with me, I'll show you the rest of the quarters. As he's like, yes, sir. So he shows him to his room. He's like, you may be on your phone, but you have to be on a private line if you want to call, text anybody. You don't want nobody to track us down. So he's like, yes, sir. And the dude's like, oh, and actually, let me do that for you. So he, remodeled his phone. This dude has a quirk called remodel. He can remodel any technology into a better version of it. So he remodels his cell phone to be able to go to private lines so that he can text and call without nobody even going into or tracking him down. Okay? Now, get out of the way. So, have Izuku on the phone with his dad. His dad's like, so, I assume you pet beat up the Lord Third. As Izuku's like, yeah. He said, it took me 3 hours. And it took everybody else like 6 to 9. And he's like, that old geezer. So he didn't tell you that it took me 2 hours to beat him? As Izuku's like, wait, 2 hours? And he's like, yeah. No, stop. I'm just joking. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm scared. And she took me 4 hours. 4 hours? And he's like, yeah. He didn't tell me about that. He's like, he probably was embarrassed. Did you kick him? Did you make me use his hands? And he was like, no, I didn't. And he's like, but I did. But wait, what's your quirk? Nah, with skill alone. And he's like, that's amazing, Dad. And he's like, yeah, but tomorrow you might want to rest up. Don't be on your phone too much. You're gonna have to use your quirk tomorrow to beat up Little 30. And boy, is his quirk powerful. And he's like, what's his quirk? He's like, I'm not gonna warn you. Then he'll come and kick my ass, and I don't have time for that. And he's like, yeah, good one. And he's like, yeah. You should probably call Izumi, your mom, and then Lisa. Okay? And he's like, and so they're like, yeah, okay. So he calls Izumi and Inko. He calls, he talk, and then he called Lisa. So he's on the phone, and he's like, so how's the military going? And he's like, yeah, it's doing pretty good. How are you doing? It's just, just studying and trying to get better at business, life and business. And she's like, that's good. Anyway, so I think I passed the first test. And she's like, that's cool. Tell me about it. So he tells her all about it. She's like, sounds tough, he's good. She's like, yeah, he was. Boy. With that just basic fighting. I didn't even let him use both his hands. And she's like, serious, huh? And he's like, yeah. But anyway, as they talk, they hang up. Tomorrow, test. Test is with quirks, so Luther is like, hey Zuku, let's start our test. What is your quirk? And he's like, creationist. He's like, your father never tell your opponents what your quirk is. He's like, yes, but I assume, don't assume nothing. Don't ever assume anything. Okay? And Zuku's like, yes, sir. So, they train. Not train, but they spar. So Zuko was creating guns and blades. All he can to get a one-up on. Well, Little Third was just dodging every bullet, every hit, every cut, everything. Well, cut, but everything. He was dodging everything. Zuko's like, what is he, how is he dodging that? As if, Little Third's like, mud wall. As a mud wall appears, he's like, what the? He's an earthquake, huh? That should be simple. So he runs up and he creates a flamethrower and he just starts spraying it down, trying to burn the rock, for earth. He's just like, wait, why did I create a flamethrower? As he gets a kick, as Zuko gets it flying, he's like, what the? As he bounces himself to land, and he's like, what the? As Little Thread's like, come on, Zuko, gotta do better than that. So he's like, damn it. So he creates a blade and a gun. So he runs out, Little Thread, shooting her. He's like, as he just dodged. And so he tried to cut Little Thread. Little Thread just like blocks as well. Yeah. So it goes on within 6 hours, 7. So, you just finally got a hit on. Well, Little Thread, even though it's weak kick, but he still got hit on. Nevertheless. So Little Thread's like, good job, Zuku. We'll be training like this for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, until your mission. And he's like, really? Have you trained by you personally? And he's like, of course. No, I'm just lying to you. He's like, really? I thought I was kind of going to be trained by you personally. He's like, no. You'll be trained by my special guy. His name is Zoro. And he's like, Zoro? Who is he? And he's like, he's your father's best friend. And Zoro's like, I'm not his best friend, Little Third. As he comes out, and Little Third's like, Zoro. I thought you were best friends. You talk a lot. As he's like, more like argue a lot. He may be one of the best leaders that I had. He may be one of the best leaders of the squad. But boy, was he annoying. And his Little Third's like, where's your leader after all, Zoro? As Dig's like, wait, you were my father's squadron? And he's like, I was his lieutenant. But yeah, you could say that. That's what Dig's like, that's awesome. As of Zoro's like, it was pretty awesome. As Dig's like, so what's your quirk? And he's like, I'm not telling you. As he's like, so you're Sashi's little brat. I don't want to hit you as much as I want to hit him, but legend says that if you hit someone's child hard enough, that parent can feel it. So, let's test it out, shall we? As he was like, I don't like the way it is. So they train, Zoro beat Dicky's ass, like, straight up. So, obviously, yeah. Sorry. What's all that happening? So, we turn skip. No, the day of the mission. So, Deku mission is to go and find Deidara and kill him. This would take a year because Deidara's good at hiding. Yeah, he knows that the Anbu are after him. He's in this book called the Bingo Book. So, yeah, he's hiding. No. Izuku Anbu doesn't. It's not like Naruto's at all. It's like, well, this is what Izuku. Well, this is what the Anbu looks like. You know what I'm saying? They got female ones too, but yeah, yeah, that's what they look like. Now Izuku has gloves that allow him to absorb materials, cause they know that's how his quirk works. So they gonna modify his outfit just a little bit to make sure he can absorb shit. That's what it looks like, and yeah, but yeah. So he suits up in his zombie mat, his zombie clothing. They always stay in the shadows no matter what. They don't need nobody to realize who they are, so they can ruin their objective. So within this year, let's start. Izuku obviously is now 16, making him the youngest member of the Anbu. Yeah, one of the youngest. Not just the youngest in general. Yeah. So, as he is doing his tracking down Deidara, and that happens. See, this first time he found him. So he found him once, in within like 2 months, he found him in a warehouse. As of Deku was like hiding in the shadows. He's like, alright. He's like, the mask is scanning the target. He's like, there's him. That's Deidara. Alright then, let's kill him. So he's sneaking up on Deidara. As Deidara is like, someone's here. As he gets in his pockets, his hands start chewing on the clay. As he's like, go find them. So, as he creates the clay, if they go search around the building, and he's like, shit, this is not good. So, one of them found Izuku, as they start exploding. Well, it exploded. As Izuku gets you here, you have Izuku, who's someone else. As the data was like, so they found someone, huh? Come on out, I know you're there. Fight me like a real man. But, nevertheless, I know who you are. Fucking Anbu. As Degu's like steps out, because he's new, so he doesn't really know the ropes. And he doesn't step, but he's just like saying, how do you know we're here? Huh? And he's dead. Was like, simple. Only Anbu hide in the shadows. No one else does. Fucking Anbu. So you're finally here to kill me, huh? It took you long enough to find me. I was starting to think you Anbu got a little rusty there. As Dick is like, whatever. As he's like, I wonder where you are. So he just started exploding everywhere in the fucking warehouse. Izuku, comes out in the wide open because he has to. As he sees Izuku, but he's like, yeah. So he's like, hello there, Anbu. Let me see. Your mask, you are you're a Panther Anbu. So you're a solo Anbu, huh? There's different type of mask. So yeah, I'm gonna say there's a lion mask, which is a group Anbu. There's a Panther mask, which is a solo Anbu. There's the that's all I got, but yeah. But that dude's like, that's right, I'm a solo Anbu. You got a problem with it? That dude was like, no. More easier for me to kill you. As dude was like, yeah, sure. As of, he made an explosion, so the cops are coming because it's a loud ass explosion. Diggs like the cops will be here within, I estimate, 30 minutes. That gives you all enough time He's like, that's giving me all the enough time to kill you, Deidara. It's like, uh, good luck there, bud. So, as he creates more, he creates more and more creatures from clay. As he has them attack Izuku, they start exploding up on contact with Izuku, but Izuku dodges left and right. He creates a shield. Well, he creates a concrete shield, but he absorbed the concrete. So he absorbed it. Now the backlash to this is that one, it takes his stamina. He has to release all the material he absorbed. Otherwise, it'll clog his body, make it shut down because all the materials are too packed up. So yeah, he has to release it, either the material itself or turn it into like something that he can use. That's why he only absorbs shit that he knows he will use. He doesn't absorb a lot of stuff that he knows he can't be able to use. So, as you know, he creates not a gun because he doesn't want police to come faster than they already are, but he creates, a blade. So he's like, right then, Deidara, you'll die. As Deidara's like, anyways, let's get to the show, but so Deku just slicing the clay off as they absorb. He's like, damn it, they're clay. As Deidara's like laughing, good luck trying to kill me. And, he's like, bye bye. So he creates like a giant bird out of clay. As he starts flying off, his Deku's like, damn it. So Deku's like, clay. Shit. Okay, make clay, fire. So, he's like, damn, I need materials. I don't think this brass is getting gas. There you go. So he goes and absorbs gas, the metals, all that shit needs to be made with flamethrower. He creates it, he just starts burning the clay. So as he finished that, he goes up to Deidara. He's running towards Deidara. He's like, Deidara's like, anyways, bye-bye. It was nice seeing you, but you should die now. As he tries to absorb, create the most biggest explosion ever. As Deku absorbs all the metal, all the gas he can, all that shit. And he's just like, come on. This has to work. It has to work. As he creates a small plane, and he creates something like this, a little smaller. So, as the Deku was like, what the fuck? Because he's on the building. Deku's on the building. So he's like, oh, okay, hope this works. So he jumps off. He creates a jet. As he's like, it works. So he's in, and he just, okay, and flies. So it starts blasting. He's like, oh shit. He just started flying. He never flown before. So he's trying to get control. He's like, okay. He got control after a couple minutes. So he's like, this isn't so bad after all. So as he's like, did I create weapons? It's like, I did. So he just started shooting at Deidara. As Deidara's like, the fuck? So, Deidara's dodging all that shit, right? He creating like little small bombs at him. All that shit. So, his Deku's jet couldn't handle the force of the bombs. So, his jet started breaking, but not before Deku can at least destroy the clay, the clay creation that Deidara used. But Deidara, being skilled as he is, we used the clay. He got the clay, ate it, created another bird, and flown off. He's just laughing like, that's what you get, boo. So he leaves. And so Deku just exit out his fucking fighter jet, creates like a wingsuit, and just glides down. He's like, damn it. Let him go. So yeah. He goes back to the base, tells little Third what happened, and little Third's like, I'm not surprised. He been able to get out of people's grasp, but it seems like you may flee even more. Interesting. And so it was like, whatever. Anyways, kid, it's time for the training. As little Third's like, actually, Lord, let him rest. He's been through enough. As of, we'll start his training tomorrow. And so we're going to end off there, boys. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And, yeah. This has been what Deku was Momo's father. Like I said, it's coming soon. I just want to make sure that, it's going to be like a more action-packed what if than I do it normal, but still. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said. And, yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Let me know if you had a good Christmas, because I did. And yeah, bye.